Hi guys, welcome to this video about what I would recommend you to do with your 2018 airdrops. Of course, this is not professional financial advice. I'm not a professional, I'm just a normal user on YouTube telling a little bit about my experience. So ICOs have been on the rise 2016, 17 and also 18, but unfortunately 2018 was a total bear market, and that means a lot of ICOs failed. So you can Google that easily. Here you can see a lot of information. The failure rate of ICOs is skyrocketing in 2018. Over 1,000 ICOs have failed 2018. More of half of ICOs failed within 4 months. Epic failed 2018. Blah blah blah, and so on and so on. And I mean, of course, there has been a lot of scams and unexperienced people trying to make quick money and so on. But one of the biggest problems in 2018 has been the bear market, which has now it has stabilized, of course, but it means just nothing is going on. But from the beginning, almost till now, till mid-November now, it was just going up, down. Of course it was going up sometimes in the middle, but overall it has been going down. Here we have the Ethereum charts. Ethereum has been at $1,400, and now we can be lucky that it's still around 200. Sometimes it was below. Some people have been saying it will go to 100 or below 100. Now it has stabilized like the whole market. But what does it mean? A lot of ICOs came out January, February, March, maybe until May, when it looked a little bit better again, and they collected a lot of their ICO funds in Ethereum. So means when they had like a cap of maybe, let's say, 2 million or something like that, and they got this in Ethereum, and now and let's say they didn't spend it because, depending on the price, maybe if you're here you think, oh okay, it's good, maybe we got 2 million, we wait another month, and then we are at 4 million, and then at 6 million, and so, but it just went down here. And probably a lot of companies, which had maybe 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million or something like that, they have now maybe 20%, 25% or something like that, or maybe even less. When they had the ICO here in January, then they have less than 20% left of their funds, and this is not a lot. So the problem is then, how can they pay their cost, like when they have office, and they have to, an office costs a lot to run. You have to rent, you have the electricity, you have everything you have to pay, and some salaries. And so when you're lucky, maybe getting, some ICOs have been getting maybe just 1 million or something like that, and that budget was really close, and maybe it lasted in India or in a low wage country, it would have been lasting for a couple of years, like with 20 or 25% of the funds. You can't realize the project within just 20 or 25% of the time, which was actually planned. And you have cost, you have to travel around, you have to make acquisitions, you have to everything needs money. When you start a company, it needs money, and you have to have some reserves, and if you don't have, you run out of money. And this is what happened to a lot of company. If the market had been like this, going up, up, so the ICO companies had doubled or quadrupled or whatever, just multiplied their funds, and now they can spend all these to make ads and acquire and hire and whatever. So that had been a totally different thing. I mean, there would have been still scams around, of course, but definitely not so many failures. So what does it mean for airdrops? I've been looking into some of the airdrops which I've been participating, and it turned out that a lot of these projects are almost not doing anything. I mean, some of them are not doing anything, they are totally idle. I don't know what they are doing, if they are still alive or still on just on hold, or if they died. And so some are really on low progress. Some big ones are still doing good, but a lot have been failing because of their budget. So apart from the Ethereum, which the companies have been caching, there's also their own tokens or coins. So there's another possibility for more money. So here we have an example, B token. They have been, I think that the ICO was really early, January, February or something like that. And you see they have a circulating supply of almost 200 million of the B token, and total supply is 500 million. So there are still a lot of other B token around which they can issue and trying to cash out. But when you see the price, I don't know what the price was. I mean, total market cap, I think this is based on the circulating supply. It's just 1.5 million, and B token has been one of the most hyped ICOs in 2018 spring. So even when they release the rest, I mean, we can go to the website. Here we have the B token. You can go down to the white paper and then see, here we see there's 25% company reserve, and then also a community reserve, whatever it means, a 15% team and advisor. Anyway, here we have the funds, here we have the tokens. So there are still a lot of tokens which I can sell or put on the market and sell, but with this price it doesn't help a lot. I think the price has been way higher. Can't tell you, maybe we can go, when you go, so like after the ICO it has been about 20-25 cents, and now it's down to not even 1 cent. So that's crazy. That's absolutely nothing. So even when they would cash out everything now, it will be, there's not much money. So I don't know what these companies are doing. I mean, they were planning for with totally other budgets. I mean, when you have like 25% of this, that means 100 and, I'm not good in calculating, 125 millions, and with a price of 25 cent. Am I right? 25 cent. Yeah. Like yeah, that's quite a huge amount. That's about 30 million, or I don't know. That's a huge amount. And now, if they cash out, if they put everything on the market, which I mean doesn't help. There's no demand. Price is going down like crazy, and they would cash a couple of $100,000. That's I mean that changes everything. So back to the original questions: what can you do with your airdrops? I mean, some of the airdrops you have already gotten into your my Ether wallet or to the MetaMask or wherever. I mean, yeah, where you have private key, and they should be safe. I mean, as long as they don't make a token swap or like their own chain, then you have to be careful, because when they start their own chain, I mean their own coin, and they will swap the tokens to this coin, you have just a limited time where you can change them, and after that your tokens will be absolutely worthless, like it has been with WeChain and EOS and a lot of other things. So you have to be careful. I mean, even when you have your wallet and you have a private key and they are safe and everything, your money isn't safe, absolutely safe there, because when there is a token swap, you can be out of luck. You have to be always watching this. So second thing could be that you easily, I mean, you just go to the ICO site and enter your Miser wallet or something like that now, and they will send you the tokens. That's a good thing. Maybe you have to go to through KYC. Then I would definitely also do that. That usually takes a couple of minutes. It's not a big thing, but there are a lot of other ICOs or airdrops, and I don't know if that was planned or if they have switched plans, because now you have to pay for many tokens. To get them, you have to pay at least for the gas, and I've been calculating some of these values, and for some of the airdrops, the price of the gas which you have to pay to get them is even higher than the value of the tokens. Let's say maybe for B token probably, or other. I mean, there are even worse. Even when this token has gone down by, I don't know, 90% or whatever. I mean, there have been ICOs tokens which lost 99% in value. So there it's definitely not worth to pay the gas. And also some of the airdrops require huge amount of time, and they are so complicated. You have to go into the MyEther wallet. Doesn't work with MetaMask or something like that. You have to really go to MyEther wallet and do very complicated things. Go to their smart contracts, and it's huge. So complicated. I have spent with some ICOs half an hour or almost an hour with adding the time which you need to find out how this works. And I mean, you could say, yeah, the price is just down like here, and it will, yeah, I mean, it's a bear market and it will go up again, but this is probably wrong with 95 or even more percent of all the ICOs from 2018, because these companies have already been running out of money, or they will run out of money really soon. And even when price will go up soon most of the companies, they don't have this huge reserve like here where they can cash out a lot. I mean, B token, there is a lot of hope here because I see circulating supply is really low, and there's a lot of probably a lot of tokens which they have in reserve, but other companies, they don't have this, and when the price never goes up, doesn't help. When you have a large reserve, they will never be able to make enough money to pay their salaries and office and ads and everything for at least a couple of years, which would be needed to have to establish a sustainable business. So this is in short my advice. Don't invest a lot of time, don't invest additional gas. I mean, this is throwing good money at bad money, like something which people say you shouldn't do that. I have done this 2 or 3 times, and now I'm done. I don't do that anymore. I have been thinking a lot about this, if it's worth or not, and now I think for 2018 ICOs it's definitely not worth the money and the time. In 2019 it could be a total different thing, total different scenario. When companies have ICOs, they collect 1 million, and the price then after that goes through the roof, and in a sudden they have much more money and they can establish big businesses, but not now, not from 2018. So that's it, and I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.